Hi everybody, Devin Morgan here again. This time I wanted to make a video that would demonstrate the main use of Snap and Read. Snap and Read is a digital reader, which means that it'll read digital text out loud to the person on the other side of the screen. So, just like CoWriter, Snap and Read is a Google Chrome extension. So up here we have our extensions bar, and Snap and Read has this target that represents Snap and Read. So just like in CoWriter, we have to toggle it on, and we can tell that it's on when this toggle turns blue, as well as the target is blue, so we know that it's on. But also, there's this tab on the right side of the window that's open, and that shows that it is up and running. And each one of these little pieces has a different part, and I'll describe those in different videos, but I wanted to demonstrate Snap and Read being used on a Newsy LA article that I found about three brothers from Maryland who started a candle making company. So the sort of easiest way to use Snap and Read is to click on the speaker button, and the speaker, once you click on the speaker button, you click on where you would like it to read, and it will just read the text in that order. So if I click this speaker button and I start at the beginning of the article, it'll start to read and highlight the words as it reads them, the text. So I'm going to just go ahead and demonstrate that. So I'm going to click here on the first word and it's going to start reading.
It all started when the Gill brothers wanted more Nerf guns and video games.
So if I click a second time, that tells Snap and Read, okay, stop reading. And then if I want to, let's say for whatever reason, I want to skip the second paragraph, I can just click on this third paragraph and it will start reading it there.
She answered candles, and a business was born.
Okay, then I click a second time and it stops. So that's probably the easiest, most effective way for most instances. However, there are a lot of times when a text or an article that you have has maybe pictures on the side, or for whatever reason, it's more difficult to read out loud than just clicking on it. And in those options, or if you're using a PDF, for example, you can use this screenshot reader. So I click the screenshot reader, and basically what you do is you take a picture of part of your screen, and then Snap and Read will read that text. So let's say I want it to read the first two paragraphs. I want to have my first click well outside of those, because if I don't select the whole word within my window, it will not read it correctly. So I selected this whole second paragraph, and on my second click, it's going to start to process the information that is within that window that it sort of basically takes a picture of. Now, the longer the window, the longer it takes to process that. But either way, if I click it the second time, as you can see, it's loading by the little wheel that goes, and it'll start reading when it's processed that picture.
It all started when the Gill brothers wanted more Nerf guns and video games. Their parents refused to fork over the funds.
Okay, so if I click it again, it'll stop. If I click this X, that brings me out of it. So those are the two main ways to use Snap and Read as a digital reader. And I'll have other videos about how to change the settings and go over all that stuff later. Look forward to seeing you then.